Cubers, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to take a little look at the Zeal timer. So this is the brand new timer by a brand new cubing company called Zeal. It's in a nice little blue colour, really like that. It does come in white as well, haven't got the white one here with me, but I mean, you don't care about the white when there's this. This is like mint, not literal mint, not the colour, but this is like, it's so nice. That is absolutely awesome. Anyway, what we're going to do is just have a very quick look over it for a couple of minutes and just sort of explain how it works. I have played around with it for 5 or 10 minutes. It's actually really, really good. But anyway, let's dive on in. Now, on the top, we've got two buttons, back and select. We've also got a charging port and an on-off switch. On the front, we've got reset and we've got save, and we've also got a display. The display output. What we've got here on the bottom is the, what do they call it, mat latches. That's the one, mat latches. I haven't got any mat latches to hand, and you don't get any in the box. However, we do sell them separately. I haven't checked to see if they fit yet. Probably should have done that first, but I will put it in the description of the video. So if you're after mat latches, check the description and we'll see if they fit. Anyway, let's dive on in. So the first thing you want to do when you get your Zeal timer is turn it on. That's this little slidey switch at the top. And what you're going to be presented with is a screen. Well, you could have a sort of number of different screens. When I first turned it on, I got a different screen to what I'm getting now. But it's going to be in Chinese, or I think most of the time it's going to be set to Chinese. I think that's probably the default language. So I'm going to teach you how to change it into English so you can understand it. Unless you can read Chinese, then you can figure it out. But what you want to do is hold the reset button in the front left for about 2 seconds, and then it's going to pop up with a toggle switch. You're not going to be able to read it, but you can see EN. Now, if you hold the OK button, or just press the OK button in the bottom right, it's going to swap over to English, and then you can go down using this top right button, which is select. You can clear results. Default mode is going to be practice mode or classic mode. Default scramble is going to be 4x4. So if we hover over it and then we select this OK button, we're going to be able to change between all of the different events. So I'm going to set mine to 3x3, and then I'm going to hit the select button, the top right again. We can change the brightness, the sleep time. That's just going to help battery life. Bluetooth, it says Bluetooth not available, and Wi-Fi not available. Not too sure why, not too sure if that's like a future update, if they can patch it with the firmware or something, if it's pre-installed with the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, or I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let's go through. App update, I don't think I can do that because I haven't got Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, so I'm going to ignore that. And version 1.1. So there are all the settings. Once you've gone through them all and you've set it all up and you like it, just hit the back button and you're going to be taken back to this screen. Now, I'm hoping you can see this in the video, otherwise this whole video is going to be extremely boring. It's just me talking and you can't see what on earth is going on. But if you've hit back, you should be taken to this screen where we've got scramble, we've got a cube, and we've got an event list. Now, what we can do here is obviously generate scrambles. We can see what the cube should look like once scrambled, make sure everything's gone correctly, and we've got an event list that we can cycle through for different events. Let's start with the event list. We've got 2x2, 3x3, 4, 5, Pira, Skewb, Clock, Squan, and back to 2x2. The way you cycle through it is to press the select button at the top. That's the one on the right. And as you can see, it just updates. There's a clock, there's a Squan, 2x2. I'm going to leave it on Pyraminx because you can see that probably easier on the video. Once you're on Pyraminx, obviously you've got the scramble, you would scramble your Pira and just pop your hands down, wait for the digits or zeros to go green, and then take your hands off, do your solve, stop it. Once stopped, so here I've got 2872, you can either press the save button, which is here in the bottom right. So if I press that now, in the top left you'll see it flashes saved, and that's saved to memory. Now if you want to go back to the other screen, just press the reset button down here, and that's going to take you back and generate a new scramble. If you don't like the look of that scramble, hit the reset button again, and it's just going to keep cycling through different scrambles. Not too sure if this just randomly generates with code or if it's pre-saved in, like pre-built. I can't imagine they're going to pre-build them in. It's going to be coded somehow. Otherwise you'll just be cycling the same. If you do like 500 solves, you'll go back on yourself. So anyway, we've got another one. So I'm just going to do a solve. And stop. Okay. 1808. I'm going to save that one as well. There we go. So I hit the bottom right button, the save button, and then I'm going to hit the reset button to go back. Now, if I wanted to, I guess, showcase my solves or just go back through them and see what I've got, I can do that. They're saved to memory. The memory is stored on the device. Just press and hold the save button, and we're going to get this screen. Again, hopefully you can see. I will zoom in a bit on the video. The camera's actually zoomed in as much as it can go. But what you've got here is a memory of all of our different save times. You can see the event, so you've got the little pyramid symbols and you've got the times. But what you can also do is when you hover over one, you hover over one using the select button. That's just going to cycle up and down through the whole list. Once you've got to one, so if this 1.8 was actually a DNF or it was a +2, I can hover over it and then I can hit the save/OK button and it's going to pop up with a list. We can OK it, we can +2, DNF, delete or check. If we check it, it's going to pop up with the scramble and an image just to make sure everything was right. Let's just go back to it. And, wrong one. Just go to OK. So back on the 1.8 second solve. We can +2 it, or we can DNF, or we can delete. So let's go ahead and just delete it. And this one, let's DNF this one. Or let's +2 and see what happens. So +2, okay, so it changes to 4.872 and then it's got a little plus symbol at the end. So that's cool. Haven't done much else past that on this screen, so I don't know if there's something else I'm missing, but that's quite cool in itself. To get off this screen, just hit the... I'm not gonna lie, I do struggle to get off this screen. When I'm on this sort of event list, I don't really know how to get off of it. Maybe if you know, let me know in the comments. I think I'm just doing something stupid. But the only way I can find is to press and hold the, the back button. And when you press and hold it, it will then swap the timer into a classic mode. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how you get off that page. I just had to turn the timer off and on again. No idea. So when you're on the event list, please let me know in the comments. I was pushing every button, I held every button. Sometimes when you hold the back button, it will change from classic mode to practice mode, and then you'll go back to this screen, and then you just change it back into practice mode. So I have absolutely no idea how that works. I need to figure it out. Yeah, so that's really weird. What happens if you hold the select button? Nothing. What happens if you press the save button here? Oh, okay, it just takes you back. So what else? What is classic mode? I'll tell you what, to figure out what classic mode and practice mode is, I'm going to grab the booklet. I say booklet, more of a pamphlet. Does it say switching cube type, switching scrambles, max time for single timing is 99 hours, 99 minutes. Okay, I mean, if you've been going for 99 hours and 99 minutes and you either haven't solved it yet or you're still going, then, well, I think the timer stopping is the least of your problems. Display connection, the timer is connected to some brands of display, but only work with some type of cables. Okie dokie. I don't know where it says about the different practice modes. Under classic mode, you can only time and save the results. Long press the back button to switch the mode. Classic and practice mode available for choice. Under classic mode, you can only time and save results. Ah, does that mean you can't select the event? Ah, okay. So in classic mode, well, I'm assuming, I've only just put it in classic mode. I'm assuming when we do a time, let's do that, save, reset. Ah, okay. So this is literally, it doesn't generate anything. Classic mode doesn't generate scrambles. It only uses it as a timer and it will save it if you hit the save button. Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. So you can still use this as a basic timer without all of the glitz and glam of the scramble generators. But yeah, I mean, it's a basic timer. It's cheap and cheerful. I say it's cheap and cheerful. It's not as cheap as some, but then it's not as expensive as some of the others. So it's a sort of mid-range timer. It feels a little bit, I don't know, it just feels a bit I mean, it's actually, that's solid. It doesn't bend or anything, but it doesn't feel like the best quality, but like, I think these stickers, they don't look the best. I think it'll do, but I really like the colour. Like, for me, it's all about the colour. What I would like to do in the future is design a sort of sticker kit for all of the timers, not necessarily just this one, but all of the timers. I would like a KewbzUK, KewbzIE, I don't know, some sort of just cool sticker kit. I know there's a few other cube shops that do them, and we've got all the templates to make them anyway. I just need to get around to actually making it. But yeah, anyway guys, that was the Zeal timer. I hope you liked the video. Different style of video today. Don't really do any of these instructional or, I don't know, talk through videos about these timers, but we really should do, because some of these smart timers are honestly smarter than me. This is insane. Like, I can't figure some of it out even. Mind you, reading this doesn't really help, does it? Oh, okay, right, yeah. See, this is what I mean. Look, mode switch. It says here, under practice mode, you can have scrambles on some types of puzzles and timing save results. Okay, I mean, I get the language barrier, that's absolutely fine, but I should have just read it. But there's just too many words. There's a lot going on this bit of paper. There really is a lot going on. Anyway, I'm going to have a little play around with this for the next couple of hours. I might do some solves. Well, I will do some solves, otherwise it'd be extremely boring just pushing buttons. So I'll do some solves and I will drop my findings in the description. If you do have one of these, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.